Most people trade their life for money, but what if money could serve your life instead? Welcome back to KG channel. Happy 2026. Most people trade their life for money, but what if money could serve your life instead? So here are the tips and lessons I've learned. Number one, focus on getting back your time, buying back your time instead of chasing every single dollar. And number two, outsource, automate, and invest in systems that give you freedom, not just revenue. And here are the stories. When I started this business, I was so excited. I was running the business. I enjoy every single bit of it. I love creating. I love videos. I love communicating with my team, with outsourcing team and all this kind of stuff. Then it comes to the point that I started to feel overwhelmed. I started to hate things I used to like and start to feel so burdened and weighting me down. And I asked myself, what am I doing? Why I'm feeling this way? And then I realized that I'm so much focused on using my time to exchange for the money and pay so that I can run a great company. I can get the best income for the family. I forgot one thing, that is money is not as important as your time. Our time is way more precious. And when I realized that point, I started to allocate the work to my team members. I started to hire more people and start to train them. It is hard sometimes. It takes time to trust someone, to let them do the work. You have to create KPI and also SOP. But once I let my ego go and I allow mistakes, I allow people to grow and to grow from the mistakes and failures, everything changed. My team started to grow and the system started to form. Once the system is formed, everything else becomes easier. I remember before when I went to a holiday with my family, I couldn't focus to be at present with them. I had to check my phone every single minute. And then once I implement the system, my team is working automatically. Even if I'm away for a few days, I only need to check my phone every few hours just to make sure things are all right. Time is your most precious asset. Money is just a tool to protect it. So my suggestion for you, my friend, is what is one task you need to check and ask yourself, what is the one task you can stop doing today that steals your freedom? If you can find that task, it is time for you to get someone else on board to replace you so that you can do things that you enjoy the most. So here are 4 amazing takeaways I want you to write down. The first takeaway is trade money for freedom, not just cash flow. Delegate, outsourcing, automate, systemize. We mentioned all of this before. And second, protect your most valuable asset. That is your time. Avoid busy work doesn't move the needle. Being busy doesn't mean being productive. I like this story. Recently, I heard from a lady who shared, I don't remember her name, but it's on the Diary of CEO on that channel. She shared that being busy doesn't mean being productive. And President Obama, the ex-president of the United States, he only had one kind of set of suit that he's wearing all year. He has different sets of it, but the same sets, like 10 sets of the same suit. And that saves him so much time that he doesn't need to worry about what to wear every day. And that time he has then can allow him to do something that is more important. I'm wondering, does that apply to your life? Is there any area that's taking you so much attention, energy, and time that you can shift that to something else, something that's way more significant, way more precious, way more primary that you need to think about. And number three, leverage resources instead of doing everything yourself. Tools, whether it's AI tools or system, softwares, your team, whether sitting in the office or those who are outsourcing teams. AI, we mentioned earlier, there's so many amazing AI tools nowadays. They can be your lawyer, they can be your assistant, they can be your PA. Make full use of those things. And technology, there's a lot of things you can use that's aligned with technology and AI that will serve you. And for me, systems amplify my energy. You don't have to be everywhere. If I have a system that's amplified, I don't have to always be everywhere. The goal here is when I work with global CEOs, I say to them, the goal here is how to clone you because you're so capable. You create this company and it works so well. Now the question is, how can we have more of you? And that the only way we can do it is through the system. And we can do it. Number four, buy experiences, not just the material things. Experiences compound wisdom, creativity, and influence. People are willing to buy stuff, products, handbag, suits, shoes, watches. But when it comes to spending on learning or hiring someone as a mentor or learn a new skill, all these kind of things, they just don't want to spend. And that is not wise. Why? Because if you look back the history, all the billionaires or people who are successful, there's one thing in common is that they don't just save the money part, which is 10%, whatever percent you want to save. They also at least spend 10% or more on investing. It's like sowing seeds on the wisdom. Imagine this. Someone spent a whole year or 10 years. Someone can spend 20 years to learn a skill or learn the lesson that it cost them 20 years. But you just need to learn from that person. It saves you 20 years. For example, buying a book, read the book. Yes, you spend money buying the book. But the question is, did you read the book? That's also your investment. Maybe you have to invest 3 hours, 5 hours on reading the book. But trust me, a great book can save you up to 30, even 50 years experience. Why not invest in those things instead? Working harder is a trap. Working smarter is the way to go. Of course, when I say working smarter, when it comes to something, if you haven't get it done, you still need to work harder. But the whole lie about working harder is to bring you to success and freedom is a lie. Why? Because if a cleaner can become financial free, a cleaner can clean for 24 hours, he will never get to financial freedom. And that's also why a billionaire who doesn't need to be in the office all the time, he might work only 4 hours a week. He can still get his financial freedom because he's using leverage income instead. Most entrepreneurs stack trading hours to dollars. My question for you is, are you those people? Or are you ready to have a New Year resolution in 2026? It all starts from your self-awareness and your willingness to change all of this mindset and perspective. And I hope you are going to have financial freedom in this year. God bless you. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.